Maya, we're told she's ashamed sometimes to come before Krishna because she has this task of deluding the jivas. But that is our choice. Reign in hell, serve in heaven. So for those who opt to reign in hell, which is a deluded position for the eternal servitor of Krishna, then they need to forget their servitor identity and voyeuristically envision themselves as lords, masters. So there's an interesting verse in the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. It says, Devi hi esha gunamai mama maya dharataya mam evaye prapadyante maya me tam tarantite. So Krishna says, that Maya who's deluding you, who's like impossible to overcome, Mama Maya, she works for me. So on your own, you'll never be able to overcome her, to defeat her. She has some infinite backing. Sometimes Prabhupada would say, we should always remember that, we are very small and Maya is very great. And he was cautioning us against becoming arrogant and how counterproductive that would be in the spiritual life. Saying, Maya is great. She's working for Krishna. This is her service to Krishna. Shiva also complains of his service. Maya varam asachchastam Prachtanam bodham uchite mayeva kapitam devi kalo brahman rupina. In the Kali Yuga, I take the form of a Brahman, and I preach Mayavad. And Guru Maharaj says in one place, he said to Krishna, why do I have to do this? Make people inimical to you or forgetful of you or to deny your personality. But it's to facilitate the free will of the jivas and all the spectral range of its expression. So, but in the sloka, it says, Devi esha gunamai mama maya dharataya. So what is the solution? Mam evaye prapadyante. If you surrender to me, maya mitam tarantite, then you can cross beyond the influence of Maya. And only that way. I can withdraw her influence over you. Karmani nirdahati kintu bhakti bhajam, it's told in the Brahma Samhita. When someone comes in connection with Guru, Gauranga, Radha Govinda, they're no longer under the normal laws of karma. They come under a different jurisdiction. Right? Because they're leaving the out-carrying current that's going away from the central conception of the Absolute and entering the in-carrying current, which is going towards the central conception of the Absolute and the service. So, but Maya is there to draw a contrast between the mundane and the spiritual, the formal and the substantial, fictitious and real devotion, many things. So it's necessary, just like in a class, sometimes the teacher puts a wrong example and sees if the students can detect it. That's also a type of learning. But Maya's serving indirectly. Because in that sense, for want of the sufferings of material existence, there's a lack of impetus to take spiritual life seriously. It's in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukritino arjuna. Where Krishna says, 4 types of people take spiritual life seriously. Right? The distressed, those in economic distress, those are just stressed. Right? The jigyasu, inquisitive, the Gyanis, the people who are really trying to mine spiritual knowledge, they'll be inclined towards this. But so there needs to be some impetus. So in that way, Maya is serving Krishna and serving us by giving us impetus to approach the lotus feet of Guru and Gauranga, take shelter of Sadhu Shastra Guru Vaishnava. Hare Krishna.